Shalom, sisters. Call halal YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All praises to the Most High for another day, and all praises to the Most High for putting on my spirit to make this video really quick. Just a couple tips for sisters that are beginning sewing, and how we gonna take this shirt with no fringes. Of course, the fringes come separately, and we're going to get some fringes up on our shirts. Okay, so of course the first thing you're going to need is a shirt. You're going to need some fringes, whatever color you want. It is white, it don't matter. I also have like black fringes, so that works. You can do gold, you could do whatever color you really want to do. And I put it, of course you're gonna need your ribbon of blue. I try to get, it says 1/4 times 1/4 inches times 18 feet is the one I try to use, because it's easiest for me to sew on all at one time. But there are smaller ones like this, that's 1/8. These are really good if you want to use like zigzag stitches, or if you have like smaller fringes. These are really good. But today I'll be using the 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna have those, and you're gonna need your thread and of course for the top, and then one for the bobbin. Bobbin is for the under thread. So like for this shirt, since the shirt is red, I like to kind of keep my bobbin the same color. So for the under thread, and then on top, this thread, the top thread will stay blue. So this will go on the under here, and then this will go on the top. And then the same thing, like if you're doing, I did like a black, well, it's kind of black, so I did black thread. But for the shirt that we're gonna do today, I'm just gonna use blue for the bottom and the top, since it is a navy blue shirt. And I am going to use these white fringes. I'm going to put this away really quick. And this little thing, it just holds all the threads, and I just got it, you know. So I'm filling them up as I go along, and it's pretty simple. But for now, I'm going to put that away. And I'm just gonna insert this bobbin really quick. Or maybe I could do a different video on threading the machine, period. Just so that's not, this video not that long. And anytime in sewing, you honestly don't want to rush. You want to take your time and have patience as well. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh. But I got, this is from the bobbin from down here, and this string is from the top. But what you want to do is have both of them going backwards. So if you can kind of see, got both strings going backwards. Okay, I'm just gonna slide that back on. Alright, now that we have that portion threaded, what I like to do before I start the shirts, even though it might be a little weird, but hold on, I'm just gonna take, okay. I like to stretch the bottom of the shirt a little bit, just so when brothers, you know, put the shirt on, it's not all form fitting, but it's stretched out a little bit. It doesn't stretch it too bad, but it is a brand new shirt, so. Okay. And then I like to start like kind of, so this would be the front of the shirt. Okay. Turn it upside downwards. Depending on which way you sew yours, you might sew it that, let me show you. Might sew it this way. I like to sew this way. So like, I know y'all can't see, but I don't know. I like to sew mine this way. It's easier for me, with the bottom of the shirt facing inside of the sewing machine. But everybody has their own way. So now I'm just gonna find the beginning of, you know, where the fringes start. And I'm gonna take this ribbon. First of all, I'm gonna cut, because some of them, they come like taped up. So I'm just cut this piece off. Okay. I'll cut that off now. I'm going to, and I feel like you can tell what the front and the back of a fringe is, but I mean, hey, as long as it comes out and it's done good and neat is what we're aiming for. So since it is a 1/4 ribbon, it's a little easier. So I'll take, let me see if I can. I'll take, oops, okay. I'll take the ribbon and the fringe, and I'm gonna pull this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna fold it over like that. Then I'm gonna hold it like that. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's on the shirt. So I'm gonna hold that like this, and it might be a little hard. If it's too hard, take some of these little pins. I just got a lot of them for sewing. T-pins as well for thicker, like thick. If you got like a jean jacket or something, you could take these. Pin it in place, and then start. Like I was saying, I like to start at the back of the shirt. It don't matter where at the back of the shirt. Some sisters like to start on the side. You know, it really don't matter. But I'm gonna take the shirt, I'm gonna take the fringe, and I'm gonna lay it on there. And I'm gonna lay it on there, and this part is like my guide, so I want it to cover up those 2 stitches. I want to cover those up, but those are my guide. So I kind of want the ribbon to be, if you can see, kind of in sync with those 2 stitches a little. And then I'm gonna make sure those, like I said, those 2 strings, the 2 strings, the bottom and the top, it don't matter how long it is, make sure they are going backwards. I'm going to straighten my fringes out, and it might take a couple times of doing until you fully get it, and that's okay. It's trial and error. Start on stuff that you wear around the house, and I'm holding it, and I'm going to kind of clamp it down with the presser foot. I'm gonna take from the back, and that's gonna hold it in place until I'm ready to do anything. So then I'm going to straighten it out to my liking. And if I see anything I don't like, I'll just, like right now, I'm just scooting it up. See? And I'm just going to adjust it to my liking. And like I said, I want to cover those. I want to cover these 2 lines. So I'm going to move this here, and then I'm going to have that kind of like that. And then I'll begin sewing. Okay, kind. So we got the ribbon on, and like I was explaining, you want to cover these. You want to cover these up. See, mistakes happen.
we've reached the end of sewing the fringes on, and what we're going to do is we're going to end it off the same way that we started it. So we're going to take that ribbon of blue and we're going to wrap it around the edge of our fringe, and we're going to actually overlap it a little longer than what we started our fringe, just so it looks seamless and you don't see where it started. And you're going to sew all the way down, and then you're going to back stitch to secure it in. And then we're going to sew the other side of the ribbon. So this is the finished product, sisters. Lord willing, it came out looking pretty seamless, and you see at the top we have some fringes sticking out, so we're just going to cut those off and then you should be done.